Now the natural question is, how can both trading partners benefit from trade? Both trading partners can benefit from trade when each partner specializes in producing the good where it has the lower opportunity cost. Let's construct a simple example to show how. Suppose Edward and Lisa each have 5 acres of land. Each acre of land in Edward's farm can produce either 1 banana or 2 apples. Each acre in Lisa's farm can produce either 5 bananas or 3 apples. Notice that Edward and Lisa have different opportunity cost of growing an additional apple or banana. The opportunity cost of having Edward grow another banana is 2 apples divided by 1 banana, or 2 apples per banana. The opportunity cost of having Lisa grow another banana is 3 apples divided by 6 bananas, or 0.6 apples per banana. Lisa has a lower opportunity cost of growing bananas. The opportunity cost of having Edward grow another apple is 0.5 bananas per apple. And the opportunity cost of having Lisa grow another apple is 1.65 bananas per apple. Edward has the lower opportunity cost of growing apples. Since the opportunity cost of growing an apple is lower for Edward and the opportunity cost is lower for Lisa, both Edward and Lisa gain when Edward specializes in apples, Lisa specializes in bananas, and the price of trade is between 2 apples per banana and 0.6 apples per banana, the 2 opportunity cost. To illustrate this benefit, let's compare what Edward and Lisa can consume when they do not trade with what they consume when they specialize and trade. So the first 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3, are going to examine what happens when Edward and Lisa do not trade. Edward uses 1 acre to grow apples. Lisa uses 2 acres to grow apples. Now, and also Edward's going to use the remaining 4 acres to grow bananas, and Lisa can use the remaining 3 acres to grow bananas. So in both cases, they're going to use a total of 10 acres. Now, if Edward uses 1 acre to grow bananas, if Edward uses 1 acre to grow apples, each acre of his land can grow 2 apples, so he'll grow 2 apples. Since he's not trading, he'll consume 2 apples. Lisa's got 2 acres of land devoted to apples. Each of her acres lets me produce 3 apples. So if I have 2 acres and each acre grows 3, that means Lisa will get a total of 6 apples produced. She's not trading, she'll consume 6 apples. Now let's go to look at bananas. Edward's got 4 acres for a banana. Each acre of Edward can produce 1 banana. So if he uses 4 acres to grow bananas, he'll grow 4 bananas, and he'll consume 4 bananas because no trade exists, or no trade occurs. Lisa, on the other hand, can grow 5 bananas on each of her acres. So if she uses 3 acres, she'll grow a total of 15 bananas, and she'll consume 15 bananas. So the total amount of apples produced is going to be 8. The total amount of apples consumed will be 8. The total amount of bananas produced will be 19. And the total amount of bananas produced will be 19. Now, columns 4, 5, and 6, look at what happens when Edward specializes in producing apples. He uses all of the acres to grow apples. Lisa specializes in growing bananas. She uses all of her acres to grow bananas, and they trade. Edward exports 7 apples to Lisa, and Lisa exports 7 bananas to Edward. Since it's a 1-for-1 trade, it means the price of trade in this example is 1 apple per banana, or 1 banana per apple. Now, Edward uses 5 acres to grow apples. Each acre grows 2 apples. He'll grow a total of 10 apples. He exports 7 of those, which leaves him with 3 to consume. Elisa doesn't produce any apples. She uses no acres for apples, so her production of apples will be 0, but she receives 7 in trade from Edward, so she'll consume 7 apples. Total amount of apples produced is 10. The total amount of apples consumed is 10. Let's go look at bananas. Edward doesn't make any bananas because he uses all his acres for apples, but he gets 7 in trade, so he'll consume 7 bananas. Lisa produces a grand total of 25 bananas. She has 5 acres. Each acre can grow 5 bananas. She trades 7 of those away, so the net effect is, the net of that is 18. The total amount of bananas produced is 25. The total amount of bananas produced is 25. Now look, the amount of apples Edward consumes goes from 2 up to 3. The amount of apples Lisa consumes goes from 6 up to 7. Both Edward and Lisa consume more apples than before. The amount of bananas Edward consumes goes from 4 to 7. The amount of bananas Lisa consumes goes from 15 to 18. Both Lisa and Edward consume more bananas than before. Yay for trade. Trade has allowed both Edward and Lisa to consume more apples and more bananas when they trade than when they do not. Trade can benefit both parties because trade can lower the opportunity cost of obtaining a good for both parties. Edward's opportunity cost of obtaining apples falls from 2 apples per banana to 1 apple per banana. That's the price of trade. Lisa's opportunity cost of obtaining apples falls from 1.67 bananas per apple to 1 banana per apple. Again, that's the price of trade. Here are a couple more realistic examples. Both countries benefit when the U.S. exports machinery to Vietnam and Vietnam exports textiles to the U.S. The U.S. has a lower opportunity cost of producing machinery, and Vietnam has a lower opportunity cost of producing textiles. If trade between countries seems like not a good idea, break it down to something more closer to home. How about trade between states? Both states benefit when Idaho exports potatoes to Florida and Florida exports oranges to Idaho. Idaho has a lower opportunity cost of producing potatoes. Florida has a lower opportunity cost of producing oranges. If you're against free trade with China, do you think that Florida should ban potatoes from Idaho?